Hi, Wendy here, Crystal with RealTVfilms Media Lounge. We are shouting out some props to you, of course, one of our great sponsors. And we are partnered with the Canadian California Business Council. And we have Jim Sheldon here, the CEO and co-founder of Cardinal Wealth Management, who they are a huge affiliation to the Canadian Business Council. Tell me a little bit about what does Cardinal Point do, Jim?
Well, Cardinal Point Wealth Management, very simply put, is a fee-only cross-border financial services corporation working under a fiduciary model. We service a very, very unique group of individuals that live, work, or travel through two different countries. We have offices in Toronto, Canada, Boca Raton, Florida, and Irvine, California.
And what made you decide to start this? Where did you get the idea of Cardinal Point?
That's an interesting question.
What was the aha moment, I always say, right?
Very interesting question, Wendy. One of the, I had a very, very successful Canadian-based financial advisory practice here in Canada, in Toronto. And I was acting as a personal CFO to about 100 very, very wealthy families who a subset of which would start businesses in the United States, buy properties in the United States, want to immigrate to the United States, and they would run into some serious issues, some serious estate and planning issues between Canada and the United States. Also, I've been married to an American citizen for 37 years, and
are you Canadian or American?
I'm Canadian.
Okay.
But we have to deal with, on a personal level, we've had to deal with the IRS and the CRA.
So you kind of
issues.
Got your aha moment almost from your own personal types of experience.
Yeah. So that's what we did. We simply took what our clients' needs were and what our personal experience was, and we looked at forming and providing a solution for a typical client. For us was really three subsets: people that only live and invest in the U.S., people that only live and invest in Canada. We have people that are on visas on both sides of the border. We have dual citizens. We have individuals emigrating to Canada or the United States. We have professional athletes, and we have professional entertainers.
That's right, entertainment business, and we know how hard those visas and all those types of things are to get. So it can be a little bit of a daunting task. So, and tell us, Jim, what is your affiliation or your connection to the Canadian California Business Council, the CCBC, our amazing partnership here at the Real TV Film Lounge?
That's a really interesting question. As part of my job with my company is I go and speak with a large number of expat groups, one of which was a couple years ago was in LA. Lee came out to hear us and approached us because he looked at the service model that we had as being very, very vital to CCBC. We can provide transition planning for companies that are moving from Canada that want to create an entity or move people to the United States.
You're telling me you can help get visas, you can help sort of speed up the process.
It's a turnkey operation. So we put together teams that are very specific to whatever the need is, and Lee recognized that as being fairly significant when you're trying to attract companies.
You were a very good piece to his puzzle, let's say, right?
And so he approached us. I love the idea. It's a non-profit organization. It brings Canada and U.S. closer together, and it allows me to go to California on a regular basis.
Who wouldn't want to go there, especially since you're married to an American?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jim, for joining us today, of course, and enjoy the rest of your film festival experience. And again, you are watching Real TV Films here at the 2012 Media Lounge.
Thank you very much, Wendy.